What's up, everybody? It's Conger Live. We're here again with another DC Worlds Collide video. Wanted to share with you guys the tier lists that I've seen on the internet. Want to have a big shout out to ReapersFuryX. He's the one who shared these, who put these together. I recognized his name from TMNT. He was part of Exquisite and then also played some Mirrorverse with him. He was able to move on to this game a lot sooner than I was, so he's been a huge help. So thank you so much out there for you, brother. So we're going to take a look at the tier lists that he's made, and with that, let's get into it. Okay, so this tier list, I believe, is the tier list that was out in February. So I started playing the game in early March, and I did not see the March tier list yet. So this is the one that I based kind of like, what am I doing? And the thing I want to point out at the bottom here is the notable elites, because the newer tier list, which we're going to look at shortly, with some changes and some characters that aren't on here, doesn't mention any notable elites. But I do think that for new players, the notable elites on the bottom are still very, very good to keep their eye on, because they can be very, very useful as you're working your way through the beginning of the game. So up at the top, the S plus is Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Superman. These are legendary heroes. They are amazing. My favorite thing is that there is the game mode where you get a chance to use characters you don't own. And so because of that, I've actually had a chance to use just about every character, even though I don't own them all. And so that's really, really cool. Wonder Woman is my favorite of those top three, and it seems to be a consensus that she is the best. She's got a really big AoE hit. She can also attack directly to the back line, which is really, really nice. So I definitely think she's probably the best character in the game. But of course, that is an opinion. Flash is also amazing when it comes to his damage output. He does a lot of damage to all the enemies. Even his basic, I think is what, I don't know if it's his basic, but it's his stunt, I think they call it, does AoE as well. So not just his ultimate, but his stunt. So that's really, really cool. And then Superman does burn. Now Superman is a tank as opposed to the other two, which are attackers. So it's really, really nice that Superman has a decent damage output, as he should. He is Superman, while also having a huge hit point pool, being a tank. So those are all amazing characters. In the S tier, these guys are also really, really awesome. Now, of course, these things might change when we go over the next list. But Lex Luthor, he gives everybody a shield, which is super awesome. Nightwing has a stun, which is great. And then Constantine has a wonderful AoE. And then another reason why I like Constantine is because there's the 7-day login calendar. You get him. I have Constantine. I use him. So he's probably my best character right now. As we move into the A tier, we have Kid Flash, we have Zatanna, we have Red Hood, we have, why can't I think of her name at the moment? I have her. I don't really feel like she's A tier, and I think she did move down. We have Superboy, we have Batman, we have Robin, and we have Green Arrow. I really like Kid Flash. He's a great healer. He does a lot of healing. Red Hood, when he loses hit points at first, he like kneels, and then if he gets another turn, he'll come back to life, which is really cool. So if his teammates aren't eliminated within that same round, he'll get back up. And Batman, he's the starting hero you guys get with, and he does a lot of really powerful single target damage. Robin can attack directly to the back line, which is nice. And Green Arrow also has a really, really nice AoE. So a lot of great stuff in the A tier. So if you get a hold of any of these A, S, or S plus tier characters and you're new to the game, I definitely recommend using them. I've been having a lot of success. Personally, my team is Constantine, Kid Flash, Batman, Green Arrow, and because I need a tank, I'm using Not even one of the notable elites, although I should maybe switch things out when we get down in there. In the B tier, all these heroes have their merit, but they're just not as good as the others. Poison Ivy does a lot of poison, so Bane does some defense and some poison, so he's pretty cool in that sense. Starfire, I believe her name is. She does AoE in a line, so either the front or the back row, but not to everybody. Bizarro has a freeze, which is like a stun, which is really, really cool. And I actually haven't used Gorilla Grodd very much, but he's a tank. Firestorm, if I'm right, on C tier. He has a burn, which if you want to build a burn team, then he's useful there. Otherwise, don't use him, from what I've experienced. And then Penguin, he's interesting. He actually has like a leech. He can attack the back row and like gain life. But according to this, he's just not as good of a tank as some of the other options. Notable elites, we have Black Canary. She heals everybody, so great healer for early on. Frankenstein's a decent tank. Mr. Freeze is a decent tank. Scarecrow does a decent amount of damage. Why can't I think of the other guy's name right now? He's an okay tank. And then Mirror Man, down there on the bottom, notable elite. His special does AoE damage to the back row only, so he's actually really, really useful in certain levels where you need to eliminate those back row damagers because the tanks are just so hard to get through. So that's what I have been building my gameplay off of, is this list. But recently, Reaper gave us this new updated list, and Green Arrow has jumped up to S+, which I was shocked about, but also excited, because if you make a purchase, you get Green Arrow. I did not spend any money on this game yet. I was lucky to get him though in the mother box, so that makes me feel great. So I'm using Green Arrow. I'm using Constantine. We got Dr. Furyr, if I say his name right. He's considered S tier, and then also Deathstroke is now also considered S tier. Zatanna is A+ now. I think she was in B before, or maybe she was still in A. And then Two-Face there, he's also been added to A+. So we've kind of separated. I don't know if there was an A+ before. Let's check that. No. So kind of separating the A tier between those that are a little bit better than others. We also have Cyborg in the A tier, who wasn't included before, and a Cyborg does give everyone a shield. He's kind of like a junior version of Lex Luthor. Of course, he's a hero as opposed to a villain, but that doesn't really matter for your main squad. It does for some of the Convergence Crisis modes, things like that. So this one definitely, it's just focusing on the elites and legendaries. We also have Killer Frost now on this list in the B tier. The one character we don't have on here yet is the new Jessica Green Lantern. She's probably an A+ S or S+ tier character, possibly. She's got a really good support skill, and as an attacker, she does lots of damage. So may potentially be one of the best supports in the game. That's not even a support role. So I wanted to share with you guys these tier lists. As I see more of these out there, I will hopefully be able to make more lists, more videos about these lists in the future. Once again, huge shout out to ReapersFuryX, who made these, put these together. Thank you for giving me your permission to share them. That's all I got for today. If you guys want to know more or want specific content around DC Worlds Collide, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what characters you're using, why you like them, all that good stuff. Then you kick that like button, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next video.